Be cool, Jessica. Just be cool. Are you cool?
Not so much.
No?
Not cool.
No, she's not cool. She's not going to be okay with us. She has one job to do, and that's to dog Donald Trump. Welcome to John Mike Keane as we watch Jessica Tarlov do her job. She doesn't do it well. It doesn't work, but let's watch. It's funny.
Little hot. It's great to be here.
Around the table.
Around the table.
She's really trying to gather herself. Welcome to John Mike Keane. Man, she's gearing up. She's loading both chambers.
That's a good opening line.
Thank you. Trump even admitted that it wasn't the art of the deal or be cool. He said he was watching the bond market, and that's what decided this. He had to cave. I think CNBC's Steve Leisman, he said he didn't just flinch, he ducked. There are trillions still lost, and our very own Charlie Gasparino has been on for the last couple of hours saying that he wished it weren't so, but that the truth is that the White House capitulated.
She does not care. When Trump raised the tariffs, they all went nuts going, I can't believe he raised the tariffs. And then when he capitulated and brought them down because he didn't like what was happening to the bond market, she's going, it's terrible. I have a big insult for him. He capitulated. He gave in. Is that good or bad, Jessica? Or is it bad no matter what Trump does? Is that your agenda?
We still have tons of tariffs on, even our closest trading partners. They still don't make any sense. There's a lack of clarity on the specific numbers for Mexico and Canada.
But they're good or bad? There's tariffs on Canada and Mexico. Is it good or bad that he raised them? Do you want him to lower them and drop them? Are you going to compliment him if he does? No.
But what always sticks out to me when we go on this, on this Trumpian merry-go-round is the ritualistic humiliation that he subjects the people who work for him to. So Besson says this was the plan all along. So you were okay then with being made out to be a complete liar because you've been doing interviews on our network, going on the Sunday show, saying absolutely not, that we're not capitulating on this. We're not going back on it. Caroline Levitt calling fake news as recently as yesterday. Lutnick, he was on with you multiple times, it felt like, or it was the world's longest interview, talking about how this isn't a joke and, we'll be a manufacturing economy, which we don't even want to be.
Now that's false, but you can't put out a tariff and say, by the way, everyone, we're going to capitulate on these. These don't mean anything. We're just joking. You never launch a tariff without a strong poker face going, these are going to be forever for all we care, or they won't work. And they worked. We got a bunch of capitulation from our allies, not China. China's going to remain in the corner. We put them in the corner, in the bad boy corner.
And I'm looking at how we got to this point, and obviously the market had to do it, the bond market in particular, once Japan started selling them off. And did you know earlier this afternoon that Greek bonds were a safer investment than U.S. 30 years? Can you believe that? The Greeks?
Jessica, you don't even know what you're talking about.
Yes, I do.
You don't even know what a bond is. Now, Judge Jeanine, Jessica keeps on saying that Trump caved. How is this a cave if he got 75 nations to get to the negotiating table and redo their tariffs against the United States?
You want me to answer the question? Okay. Yeah. Here's the thing. China was always the end game. Trump won. He's doing exactly what he said he would do. He said there would be short-term pain for long-term gain. He literally got everybody in the world to come to the table, or they're trying, they're calling, they're flying in, they're trying to make a deal. And he sent a message to those countries that were willing to make a deal with the United States. Let's do something mutually beneficial for both of us. Right now, his timing was right to the edge, and it was a business decision to get everyone to the table so everyone can win. If there's a standoff, nobody wins. But now, this is the biggest win for America because we've got a level playing field. We are no longer a doormat for other countries. We've got a president who has the capacity, the ability, and the stamina to fight to make sure that we are at least a manufacturing country again. You say United States doesn't want to be a manufacturing country. We lost 90,000 manufacturing businesses. We want to be. Let me finish. I didn't interrupt you. All right. What we want is we want everyone who needs us to, number one, be able to rely on us, and we need to be able to work with them. And they will reap benefits by working with us. And we can create a group deal around China, whether it's Taiwan, Vietnam, and North Korea, South Korea, and trying to make sure that we get people who want to work with us. China can bully us. There's no question about it. But they need our market and they need our customers. And right now, the Dow is dancing. The market moved up with incredible velocity, and the S&P for the year is down only 7%, which is nothing. All he cared about was a good result and creating a deal, and that's what he got.
And is that bad, Jessica Tarlov, that we got a good deal? Is she rooting against America to get a good deal? It sounds like she's really upset.
Now, Greg, everybody that now is negotiating with the president knows the pain that tariffs can cause their economies. So when they're cutting a new deal, Trump can just say, all right, I don't like where this is going. Tariffs are going back up.
Becomes bespoke.
Tailored
tariffs. I'm very happy for Madagascar. I was worried about not getting my vanilla or my clothes. Judge is right. There's two steps here. China was isolated. All the other countries are coming to the table, done and done. If this upsets Democrats, you have then made another odd group that you have sided with. Tesla vandals, migrant gangs, men invading women's spaces, and now communist China.
He concludes it so well. It's so true. The Democrats are rooting with China at America's failure in this tariff trade war. And we're still rooting for America and Trump. And we got to get those manufacturing jobs back. Why? Because it has to do with our own military ability, our own technology. We have to get our manufacturing of chips and drones and military stuff back in the U.S. because right now we're relying on about 80% of our parts for drones coming from China. And that has to stop. That has to be renegotiated. I'm John Mike Keene.